What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to Lou Rod TV. And today, Major League Baseball is honoring and celebrating the life of the great one, the legend, Roberto Clemente. And busy day at work, long day at work, got home, started shuttling the kids to dance, picking them up from school. But I had to take a little time out to honor and recognize the life, the player, the person of Roberto Clemente. So I figured I'd do something real short and sweet. I get asked all the time, show a little bit of what's in that case. So I figured I'd do a little simple Topps run. And on top of the Topps run, show some of my favorite Clemente cards that I have in my collection. But shout out to my boy, Pepino Man, who hooked me up, who hooked me up with this Roberto Clemente Day. MLB celebrating the life of the man, the legend. And these were on the base pads at Dodgers Stadium, Los Dodgers. So I just want to say thank you, homie. I really appreciate it. It's a very meaningful piece in my collection. And thank you in the future for this year's. I'm just playing, bro. But no, this means a lot to me. I love it. I keep it in my case. I should get some kind of one touch, but this is beautiful. I love it. Thank you very much. So with that, let me flip the camera around and show you some of my favorite Clemente cards. All right, beautiful people. I figured the best way to start this run is by decade. And let's just start off with the rookie. 1955 Topps, Roberto Clemente. I got it in a PSA 1, but I love it. My homeboy Sean Tiford hooked me up with a heck of a deal. And I just love this card. It was a dream card when I got it. I just stared at it. Just stared at it for ever and ever and ever. Love this card. Will always be thankful for my homeboy Sean Tiford. Next is the 1956. A lot of people prefer this one. I just think this is a great action shot. I can see why people prefer this one. It's a great card. I love the card. I think, you know, with the great images in the back compared to the 55, kind of plain Jane. But I like simple. Simple works for me. But this is a gorgeous card. Gorgeous, gorgeous card. Can't disagree with anyone on that. But I love this card as well. 1956. And we all know the accolades, man. 2-time World Series champ, 71 World Series MVP, you know, 3,000 hits. Just gotta love it, man. Oh, here's my 1957 Roberto Clemente. I've been wanting to upgrade this one for a little bit because there was a little crease up in there. You see it? It's not crease, it's a wrinkle. But what a beautiful card. Not bad for 57 centering wise. I just love this card. Nice clean back. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, here we go. 1958. Now this is the white team issue. There's a yellow variant, a little bit harder to get, but how to get it? And yes, it's OC. You're gonna see a lot of my cards are OC because I bought these when I was in college. When I had a little job, I worked in the computer lab, and my little paycheck went to eBay and bought these cards. And I was okay with OC because they were affordable to a 20-year-old. And I still love them. OC cards need love too, man. Beautiful card. $19.59. 6.5 Beckett. This one's OC too. I love it, man. People be hating on it, but I love it. Look at that back. Looks like it just came out the pack. Beautiful card. Now here's a fave of a lot of people, I think, in my opinion. I just think the set's just beautiful. 1960. Look at that picture. Oh, focus, Daniel-san, focus. There we go. Look at that card. And it's centered real nice. Man, the more I hang out with George is getting me to think about SGC, man. Good prices, great turnaround. And I think I might want to just, you know, God forbid something should happen to me. Who knows, man? I don't know. Maybe make it easier for Bob. But this would look sick in an SGC slab. And I think with the centering on this, I'll just keep it raw. Who cares? Yo, you talk about OC. Look at this mug. This is like 99.1. Look at that. You got a little border, a sliver of border right there. But look at that image. 1961. What a beautiful card. I say that a lot. Just stunning. Look at it. Look at it. 1962. This was a little OC as well. Top to bottom. Left to right, not so bad. But I love it. Got a little batting cage in the back. Little catcher action. I love it. 62. I love it. Man, look how young he was. Here's one of my favorites. Love this card. 1963 Topps. I always loved the little bonus image. I saw the 2023 Topps Series 1 design. And I'm glad they're bringing, you know, the little headshot on the bottom of the card. Man, love these cards. I love how they always have like the stadium in the background. So old school. Look at that. That back just pops. This is just tape. I didn't have any superior fit sleeves, so I just got the ordinary generic PSA Ultra Pro ones, and they're too big. Like, they're Ultra Pros for PSA slabs, and they're too big. So just so I can have a nice little tight sleeve, I'll tape it in the back. I gotta put that one away. Next is 1964. Roberto Clemente. This one's OC as well. Beautiful card. Man, some fast hands, and with the no gloves. That's why I love Vladdy Sr. so much, because he was old school. Never came to the batter's box with batting gloves, just bare hands. Love it. 1965. I love the color on this. Maybe that's why I want the Bob Gibson so much. 1959 Bobby Gibby. The Bobby Gibson. Look at this. OC as well. I love my OC cards, man. Look at this baby blue in the back. Love it. Here's a 66. I got this. This was one of the first cards I got when I was a kid. And by kid, I mean like 19 years old. And this one always had me hesitant because I'm pretty sure this was trimmed. I think it was trimmed, and poorly at that. Well, I mean, it was one of the first cards I got when I was in college on my own, and I wanted this card. I love the image of it, but I think it's trimmed. I should measure it, but I think this is definitely going to be an upgrade. I'll keep this one in my album or something once I get it upgraded. I love this card. And I love clean backs on them. I love clean backs on vintage cards. I just love it. Nice and crispy. Look at this beautiful card. 67. Love the bust shot. Nice little facsimile. Nicely centered. Top to bottom, of course. Off. What a beautiful card. 1968 with that burlap. Look at that. So stoic. Beautiful colors in the background. Beautiful blue sky. Beautiful field. Look like the Sandlot. I mean, look at the grass. It's not pristine like it is today. That's like old school right there. That's what we played on in high school. Beautiful card. Love it. 69. A lot of people love this set. Great set. This one's nicely centered. I love it. It's like 60-40. But for a 69, that's pretty good. A nice color on the back as well. That's your he led the Bucks with 12 triples. All right. PSA 5, 1970. Tops, Roberto Clemente. Man, these are beautiful cards. I can stare at these things all day. Love it. Now, this is probably one of my top 3 Clemente cards that I love to look at. I just love 71. And you know what? As much as I love SGC, this is probably the one card where the slab takes away from the card. Man, what a beautiful card. I love it. So beautiful. Very beautiful card. I have to, oh, in the background, got a little 69 Pontiac GTO. I just thought it was so unique. I bought this in college as well too. So all this stuff is like 20 plus years in my collection. This is number 2240. I don't know how they picked that number. You know, you think they'll pick like a year of the GTO 1969 or 3,000 hits. I don't know, something synonymous with them. I mean, what is that, 2240? He did have 240 home runs. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But it doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. That's just a weird number, 2240. But it's a beautiful, I love this GTO. It has his picture on top, all his accolades, jersey numbers throughout. I love it. All right, back to the cardboard. 72. I love this card because it looks like a stained glass. It looks like it belongs in a church or something with all this beautiful iconic writing, the italics. And it's so different because he's just in mid-thought, just throwing the ball up. Beautiful card, very unique. And this one, just beautifully centered and colored. Real clean 72. And my favorite Roberto Clemente card is the first one I ever got, 1973. My mama got me this card. And it's odd because, you know, Clemente did pass New Year's Day or New Year's Eve of 1972, last day of the year. But Top still put him in 73. Beautiful, beautiful card. All right, so that's the Topps run. Now, card that I don't think gets enough love, but I love it, is a 1963 Fleer, where they actually used his whole name of Roberto Clemente. His true name, Roberto Clemente. Stunning card. Gorgeous, love it. All right, let's go to some food issues. So, oh, I got a nice little announcement to make. I'll make that announcement at the end of the video. But yeah, so I was talking with a couple of my homies and we were talking about food issues, and some of my favorite food issues are cereal cards. So here is a 1962 Roberto Clemente in a 4.5. Sick. Sick. Look at that card. Just beautiful. I would love to get the Canadian one. All right. Next will be this 1963 Roberto Clemente right here. Hand cut, authentic, which is okay with me because these are on the back of cereal boxes. But man, I love this card as well. I gotta pick up the pace, man. I'm admiring these cards too much. Admiring too much. You can never do. 1970 Kellogg's Roberto Clemente. I love this card. I need to get one touch or something to a little bit better. So I might even, I don't know. I'll be afraid to send this to SGC. I'll be afraid it cracked or something. But this is a clean card. Shout out to my boy B-Roth, bought it from him. And here's a 1972. So that means I'm missing 1971 Kellogg's Roberto Clemente. I'm on the hunt for that one. Been looking for that one. Found a couple, but they're all cracked. I'm patient. I want these Kellogg's. I love them, but I can't have them cracked. So that is it for my cereal cards. Another food issue is this 1971 Milk Duds. This card is just sick. This is a newly acquired piece in my collection. And I know I talked about it, but this cracked in the mail. I was so mad. I'm just glad the card didn't get creased up. But yeah, look at this beautiful card. Sick, nice clean back. Can't get mad. Look at that, you see that? Still got a 1. Love it. All right. These are 2 of my favorites. I really love this card because it has 2 of my favorite guys, Elston Howard and Roberto Clemente, 1962 Topps stamp. These were inserted. Look at this. Topps stamp album. Love it. Here's a 65 Topps transfer. Real nice, man. These are tough to come by just because, you know, they were transfers. The pictures were always rubbed off, but these were ripped. They're very fragile and thin. So to have a nice piece like this in the collection, I am thrilled to have it. Just thrilled. All right, almost done, guys. Let's go to this prime cut. This is my favorite jersey piece. It's numbered 21, so low numbered, and I just love prime cuts. Such an underrated set. I love the gray swatch. Just love it. Love all of it. This, pretty sure my boy Sticks and Seams hooked me up with this X-Fractor, Top Stadium Club. Beautiful image, sliding hard. Just the man. Just the man. Love it. That shine. Just love it, man. Shout out to my boy Sticks and Seams. Shout out to my other Roberto Clemente brother, Rudog. Hooked me up with this 2003 E-Tops. And these are low print run too. This is so shiny. So shiny. Look at that, man. He was young. If I had to guess, that's a picture from like 57. Looks like my type 2 that my boy Vintage All Ball Rick hooked me up with. That type 2 photo I got real young in that photo. 56, 57. We got 3 more cards, people. Check out this 1968. Had to bust this one out because a lot of people know about the 2 legends on the side, 2 Hall of Famers, but Chico, he was a solid player for the Big Red Machine. I think he only won 1 Gold Glove and maybe 5 All-Stars. But man, solid player, solid shortstop, just a gritty player. Man, he'd be like me, just happy to be there. Look at these 2 legends. I thought that was appropriate for today. Nah, I can't have him covering up that 71. And the greatest league leaders card of all time. Had to show it. If it's the greatest, you gotta show it. It's the GOAT for league leaders. This is a real clear one. Shout out to my boy B-Roth again. Hooked me up with this card. Look at this card, man. Golly. Ooh, that color pops. I should put this in a 1-touch. This is a sick card. And to end it, I'm gonna flip this camera around. Let me flip it around. And to end this epic run of Clemente cards, I just want to show you this 1968 KDKA Pirates promotional card, local radio station, very regional. So a little bit tougher to get because it was regional, wasn't mass produced, nationally produced. But to even take it further, and as you pronounce it, provenance, you know, his wife Vera verified and co-signed on it. But these were part of the Clemente collection. These were in his possession. There's only 42 of these. And I am honored and privileged to know 3 people in that club. Jim Picker S, John Mangini, and Rudolph 21. Shout out to my Roberto Clemente brothers. But this card, when I got this card, it was overwhelming. And super clean card too, because there's a couple in the collection that were beat up, wrinkled, which would have been fine with me. That's what I could have gotten. But to get this card, you know, when people get this card, it usually stays in their collection. I know Mangini's not giving that one up. Rudolph's not giving his up. Jim ain't going to give it up. So to get this was one of my big pickups at the National. And it was a last minute buzzer beater. Didn't think I was going to get it. Didn't even know it was there. A lot of things came together for that one. So that's my Clemente run with some of my favorites. But the big announcement, Sunday, 8:30-ish. You know, I'm Puerto Rican, so it could be 8. This is 30-ish, closer to 9. The Latino Collective. Yeah, I said it. Trademark it. Boom. The Latino Collective is going to have a live stream event celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month. And we're going to be talking about legends of the game, present legends, and the future. And you might ask, who's on this panel besides moi? Well, you know, I got to have my homie, James Elite Hunter. He'll be on there just to keep class, keep the bar high, because I'm always bringing that bar low. Orlando from A Collector's Dream is going to be on the panel. I think this is going to be his first time live streaming it up. So hopefully we can figure out the technology, because I'm horrible with it. And I'm going to be hosting it. Hopefully it doesn't rain that day, because I think there's going to be a storm coming through in Tampa. But who knows? And last, Brent, Near Mint Museums. That cat has a stellar collection, Latino PCer, and the guy probably knows more about Hispanic players, culture, than anybody on YouTube. I'll challenge you on that. That guy, and his stuff is so entertaining and informative. So it's gonna be a pleasure. And I think this is his first time live too. So hope you guys enjoy that. Gonna be on Sunday. And yeah, that's it. Peace. Go Yankees.